This is Chris from On Purpose on Purpose. I usually do something in the morning, which I always do something in the morning just to get going. But sometimes things revolve in my mind in a strange way that they do. I was thinking about the story of the three little pigs, right? So, and this is just my own my own take on it, right? Do with it as you will, right? Okay, so the big bad wolf. Now, the big bad wolf is after these three little pigs, right? And I thought about him like, why is he messing with them in the first place? Like, okay, so he's a wolf, he's hungry, he wants to eat a pig. But I was like, no, that doesn't make sense, because after he blew the first house down, he would have ate one of them and he would have been satisfied, right? No. Okay, so I asked myself, I said, it's got to be more to it than that. And the way my brain revolves around things, it works like this, right? So I look at the big bad wolf as a manifestation of a lower vibration that the three pigs were trying to leave, right? And the reason why I said that is because in the Bible, when Jesus cast out the demons from the man, he put them in what? The pig, right? So if he put them in the pig, and the pigs are trying to fight against this wolf. So when I first thought about it, I was like, seems like they're in resistance to going back to something. So the wolf's like, little pig, let me in. And they're like, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, right? So I still don't got the chinny chin chin part. Doesn't make sense to me. But he's like, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So right then I was like, why is this dude messing with them in the first place, right? And I was like, oh, anytime you try and raise up from the station you are at, the lifestyle you once were in is gonna rear its head and try and pull you back, right? So when they built the house, the first house was a straw. You know, when you make a change, you're not so strong at first. You just have in your mind what you want to do, where you desire to go. So you're like, okay, that's your house built of straw. The big bad wolf might be that addiction that you're trying to beat. It might be that old relationship you're trying to get away from. It might be that negative mind state that's been holding you back, that lack mind state, that self-doubt, that thing that makes you believe that you can't achieve, right? So you're in that house of straw. You're kind of shaky. I know I can do this. I know I could do this. And here comes that self-doubt. Hey, let me in. And you're like, no, man. No, you're not getting in here. Not getting in here. It blows it down. So, but you stay on course. You stay on course. And the three little pigs, mind, body, spirit, right? So you stay on course, and you have these three things, these core things, mind, body, and spirit. They're going to work as one thing. They're going to work in tandem, and you build another house of sticks. Little bit stronger, because that's how things go. When you're trying to fight against something that is pulling you back, you become stronger and stronger every time you resist the urge to go back negatively to what you were once on, right? Because you're moving forward. You gain the confidence. You gain that strength and that will inside to say, I can do this. So here comes the wolf again. Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Well, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in, right? So this time he had to huff and puff just a little bit harder. And just like if you ever had an addiction and you've been in the rooms and they tell you people, places, and things, again, 1, 2, and 3, people, places, things, right? People, body, places, mind, things, spirit, I guess you would say, right? So you get a little bit stronger as you resist those urges, to go back to not go back to the negativity that was once holding you in place, keeping you stuck, stopping you from growing to your full potential and being the original version of you, right? So boom, he got in there, right? So once he blew that down, what did they do? They stood on their square. They stood firm. They built another house, I think of bricks, right? Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because he couldn't blow the house of bricks down. Why? Because the foundation that they had built had been built not just with that one brick house, but by building those two structures before, those two foundations before that got blew down, and they kept going in the proper direction. They kept going in aspiration that they would not lose. They kept going and saying to themselves, we can do this. So they looked at the house of sticks and they said, I see where I went wrong. I see what I did wrong. I won't do it again when I build this one. You know what? When I built that of straw, the foundation wasn't firm enough. The foundation was this way or it was that way, but it was not like it is now. So he couldn't blow the house down. So then he began to try to trick the pigs. He tried to trick the pigs. He tried to whisper to the pigs. And if you notice, when you get to a certain level now, the manifestation of being pulled back is not in the physical. It's us fighting ourselves. Because he couldn't hurt them. He couldn't hurt them at all. All he could do was just talk. And then they can internalize that talk. And in internalizing that talk, that self-doubt becomes bigger and bigger. And then they would have defeated themselves. But what happens in the end, baby? The wolf decides to climb the chimney and lands in a big old pot of boiling water. Now, I don't know how to manifest the boiling water, but what I'm trying to tell you is, the way it hit my mind was, continue moving in the right direction. Even if right now your foundation is made of straw, keep going. If things knock down and they fall, don't go back to what you used to be where you were unhappy, baby. Keep moving. Build a stronger foundation. Get you some sticks so your mind, body, and spirit can come together as one. Take some time out for yourself so when you do build that house of bricks, the whispering of the naysayers will not make you quit. Yeah, I got that out. One take. Hey! This is Kris for On Purpose, On Purpose. Hey, don't judge me. It's just the way my mind goes, baby.